Good morning, guys. Welcome to science class. Making sounds louder is our topic today. We continue talking about sounds. Look at these objects. Stethoscope. What can we do with this with an stethoscope? What can we do, class?
I only know that the doctors they put it in here in the part of your heart, and they can and they put that.
Oh my God! Too many kids. Too many kids. Okay, Maria Jose. It is used to.
That they put the thing in the part.
What
of
is
your
the
heart.
name of the thing?
Stethoscope.
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 So the doctor placed the stethoscope
First,
on the chest.
The doctor put it here in the ears, and then it put it in the part of your heart, and then the doctor can hear your heart beating.
Listen the beats of your heart, exactly. So the stethoscope is to listen the heart beating. What about this one? Another student. No, another student. I want another student. And it is for what, Ivana? What do we do with the microphone? Ivana?
A microphone? It's like
we use it for what? We use microphone to sing,
give in the television.
Give news.
Yes.
News.
Give news, yes.
On television, okay. In conferences, when we have a big audience, so we use microphones in order to magnify our voice, right? Because that's the purpose of a microphone, magnify, make our voice louder. And this one, bullhorn, it is also, well, actually, it also have the same purpose of a microphone, magnify sounds. Okay. So copy definitions, please. Copy these definitions, but look at the first line here. Here, this one is the phonetic sound. This one. So you don't need to copy this because it's a phonetic sound. Okay? Not this. Just copy. Stethoscope, an instrument used to hear the sound of body organs. Body organs. So, well.
Please copy that.
Yes, the definitions. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are 6 definitions in total.
Okay.
So, copy from here, and then I'm going to show it, show to you later. Making sounds louder. Sometimes sounds must be loud, some must be made louder to be heard at a distance. Sounds that warn people of danger must be loud enough to get people's attention. When we were in the school and we made simulacros, the fire alarm, it sounds very, very loud because it needs to call our attention. And it's warning us that is danger close to us. Also, doctors and nurses often must listen to the sound of people's body organs to know if they are healthy. Some of these sounds must be made louder to be heard. Look at the pictures and read the text on pages B118, B129 to find out some ways to make sound louder. A stethoscope is an instrument used to listen to the sounds of the heart and lungs, not only the heart. With using a stethoscope, you can also listen the the lungs, los pulmones. Doctors and nurses use stethoscopes in their work. A stethoscope gathers sounds and directs the sound waves into a person's ear. The sound waves cannot spread out. All the energy in the sound waves reaches to ears.
Miss, I have a question.
Yeah,
What we need to copy?
everything here, the glossary. So you haven't copied anything.
I copy, but solo quería saber.
Okay. The sound waves cannot spread out. So when the doctor uses a stethoscope, the sounds goes directly to doctor's ear. The sound is not spread out. The sound is not spread out like with this bullhorn. This bullhorn spread out the sound. Usted habla a través del bullhorn y su voz se expande, se riega. But the stethoscope, no. The sounds reaches just the doctor's ear. The sounds, all the energy in the sound waves reaches the ear. As a result, the sounds are louder. The doctor in the pictures is using a stethoscope to listen to the child's lungs. The lungs the lung sounds are louder because the sound waves are directed to his ears by the stethoscope. A microphone can be used to amplify the sound of your voice. The woman in the picture is using a microscope. Sound waves from the woman's voice hit the microphone and make a part inside the microphone vibrate. The microphone collects the sound waves and changes the sound energy into electric energy or electric signals. The electric energy moves through a wire in the microphone to an amplifier. The amplifier makes the electric energy stronger or amplifies it. Amplify means to make stronger. Amplify means to make stronger. The stronger electric energy moves to a speaker. The speaker changes the signal back into sound waves. The woman's voice comes out of the speaker with more volume than the sound that entered the microphone. A bullhorn.
Finish, Miss.
A bullhorn has a built-in microphone. A bullhorn can increase the energy of the sound waves made by your voice. Sound waves from a bullhorn can be heard much farther away than an unaided voice. Just by you scream, you are on the street screaming something. But if you use, and of course, some people around you are going to listen. But if you use a bullhorn, your voice is going to be heard much farther. You speak into the mouthpiece of the bullhorn, and the microphone changes the sound energy into electric energy. These signals travel to another part of the bullhorn that amplifies them. The amplified signals then move into the speaker of the bullhorn. The speaker changes the signal back into sound waves that have more energy than those that entered the mouthpiece. Having more energy makes the sounds louder. The firefighter in the picture is using a bullhorn to direct people to safety during a fire. The bullhorn allows people who are far away to hear the firefighter. It's a very useful instrument. It's a very useful tool. A very useful tool. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to show you this information later in case you haven't finished. Copy hearing. The ones that are already finished, copy hearing. Copy this one. A hearing aid is an instrument used to help people with a hearing loss. People that cannot listen. Hearing aids of different kinds have been used for many years. Look at the pictures and read to find out how hearing aids have changed through the years. How hearing aids have changed. This is the number one. One of the early hearing aids was the hearing tube. This one. So this person is deaf. Está sorda. Ajá. O, let's say, sí escuchó en algún tiempo, pero ahora su oído no está bien del todo. So it can listen something, pero tienen que hablarle bien fuerte. So this one, it was a hearing aid and was a hearing tube. As you can see, people had to sit close to one another to use this hearing aid. The tube acted somewhat like a stethoscope. It directed the sound of a person's voice to another person's ear. Okay, so this woman is talking through this. This one was like a funnel, como un embudo.
Miss,
And the voice travels through the tube. Yeah.
me Alan not finish the form.
And I said that I am gonna show it later. The number two, the first hearing aid with microphone. With microphone in them were usually large and bulky. They needed electricity to work. The person who wore them had to wear a battery pack. Okay, so this person needs to wear a battery, needs to carry a battery. Now, during the 1950s and early 1960s, a tiny battery was made that helped make hearing aids smaller. See, so this one is smaller than this other. In this one, this little girl was carrying a battery pack. But during these years, technology make the battery smaller. So this hearing aid is smaller now at this time. Some hearing aids were worn behind the ear in a person's or on a person's eyeglasses. Then during the 1970s, a hearing aid could fit in a person's outer ears, en el oído, y ahí se lo podían acomodar aquí en el outer ear. However, people still have problems with hearing aids. The hearing aid amplified background noises as well as voices. So amplifies every single noise, every single sound it perceives. The loud noises make it hard for people to understand voices. Number five, during the late 1970s, a hearing aid was made that could fit entirely in the ear canal. In the ear canal. So this instrument, this aid needs to be inside the ear. During the 1980s and 1990s, hearing aids have been made with digital controls. A person can program the hearing aid to make hearing better. The batteries in the newer hearing aids also last longer, like cell phones. Cell phones before, here you have the definitions. Cell phones before, the battery lasted some hours, but not 24 hours. But technology have improved that, and now battery lasts longer. If you are not playing with your electronic, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here you have all the definitions you have to copy today. Right, Alan? Copy this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right?
Me, this is the same
definitions.
that is in the book.
Yes, the things are.
And I copied that in the book.
Okay.
I
said,
copied.
if you charge your cell phone and you don't touch it, if it is not necessary, the battery could last 1-2 days. But we charge the cell phones and we start watching videos, listening to music, playing video games. The battery, yeah.
There's something that sometimes that when you sleep with your cell phone, it can explode. It explode.
Yeah, I have heard something about. Isabella, did you copy everything?
That happened to the nanny of my grandma.
Really?
Yeah, you get out of a liquid, and then the battery exploded.
Wow, dangerous. That's why we don't have to sleep with a cell phone. Some people connect the charger. I have a charger here. So some people connect the charger to the cell phone and the charger in the bullet. No, it's not a bullet. In the plug. And then place the cell phone under the bed, debajo de la almohada. That's a mistake. We don't have to do that because
We need to do that
dangerous.
again.
What?
We need to copy that again.
Of course not. Of course not. But I said before, if you didn't finish copying, the first time I showed to you, you can copy later. I'm gonna show it to you later. Isabella, in what definitions are you?
I mean, amplify.
Amplify. Okay. What is the second things you have to do in this class? You have to draw and color a stethoscope, a microphone, and a bullhorn. Okay, let me show you the pictures for a couple of seconds. This one, you have to draw a stethoscope, a microphone, and a bullhorn. Draw a picture, draw and color. So if you finish with the definitions, you can make the drawings. The three objects are something you already know. You can make the drawings without watching the pictures. You can make the drawing. Maria Fernanda, hurry up, please. That's what we can do. After you copy this information, guys, you have to make 3 drawings: a stethoscope, the microphone, and the bullhorn. Draw and color, okay?
Can you show me the bullhorn?
Thank you guys for your attention.